He warned us he'd be back, and Arnie has returned along with Monica Barbaro, Fortune Feimster, Jay Baruchel, and the rest of the FUBAR cast for Season 2 of the Netflix spy action series. Should this one stay covert, or are you going to want to engage with it? After his last mission in saving his CIA operative daughter, Luke Brunner is back and face-to-face with new villains. This one is an old flame from his past who threatens to destroy the world, if she doesn't destroy his life first. So in addition to those I already mentioned, this also features Travis Van Winkle, Fabiana Udino, Scott Thompson, Andy Buckley, Carrie-Anne Moss, Guy Burnett, Enrico Colantani, and Aparna Brielle. And just like with the first season of this ridiculous action series, the characters are silly and absurd, but they pale in comparison to the ludicrous situations that they're placed in. And this is like an Austin Powers story, but made into a series. The cast are hams, which is exactly what the show calls for. We have a central baddie, and much like in Inspector Gadget, this villain is mysterious and not seen, simply a voice that gives commands and makes threats. And their whole dastardly plan is mostly stupid, but it does give the CIA team of misfits the opportunity to hop around locations and then tackle different challenges. Now, it sounds like right off the bat, I am just crapping on this show. I'm really not, though. I mean, you just need to know what you're in for, because if you expect to have a serious spy show or even a storyline that's compelling, you're better off checking out just the plethora of other options that are out there. But if you're in the mood for over-the-top cheese with one-liners that are equally brilliant and cringy, settle in and then enjoy the ride. And this layers them on, too. I mean, some are obvious and expected, like lines from Arnie's popular movies. But then there are more subtle quotes that are geared toward the broader film fan base, with some obscure lines not everybody is meant to pick up on. There are also visual references that I think are fairly easy to recognize, but can really only work in a show like this because they don't feel as though they're breaking either the story flow or just the general tone of the arc. I love how Schwarzenegger knows exactly what this show is and plays it up. I mean, he's got the right mix of serious that combines with the silly, but he delivers every scene like it's one of his blockbuster action extravaganzas. And the rest of the cast, they also understand the assignment and then create a myriad of personalities. I mean, take Monica Barbaro. She is more serious. She's committed to her career in the CIA and basically devotes just about every moment of her life to being the best agent that she can be. And then she contrasts excellently with Fortune Feimster, who is brash, rude, crude, and then hilarious with zero filter. I mean, it's as if she says literally whatever comes to mind, and so much of the time it's designed to make us wince within the awkwardness. But despite this seemingly off-putting persona, she's got a ton of charisma and then complements the other characters in both comedy and timing. Now, in this season, we get a new buddy team-up with Jay Baruchel and Andy Buckley, both former lovers of a Brunner woman. And because of the setup with the entire wedding party from Season 1 just landing everybody in protective custody, they're all cooped up together and then going stir-crazy. And that's where the absolute unhinged madness comes into play. While both characters are wallowing in depression over losing the loves of their lives, Andy Buckley, he goes way off the deep end and then transitions his character from somebody who was successful and responsible to one that has absolutely given up on life and has adjusted his lifestyle so that the things he looks forward to in the day are eating his burial and sucking his PB&J through a silly straw. Now, while this performance could probably work with anybody, Buckley discards any ounce of shame and then embraces the loser mentality and lifestyle, which then leans heavily into some comedic escapades that are just stupidly funny. And the dynamic that he also shares with Baruchel makes for a team-up that would feel right at home in any 80s or 90s buddy action movie. I mean, they feed off each other in ways that just amp up the ridiculousness while providing side antics to add dimension to the other story arcs. I do think, though, saying all that the show is a bit drawn out, making it longer than is necessary. There are 8 50-ish minute episodes, and while there's a lot of interweaving storylines throughout it, the time it takes to get to the point, it's noticeable and overly long. It's even more apparent thanks to several of the twists just being easy to figure out. There's a bunch of action spread throughout the season, and some of it is impressive, especially with the camera work as it spins us around the subjects or the setting so that we can seamlessly take in multiple viewpoints and fights. There's also the massive amount of disbelief, though, that you need to suspend within these. I mean, it's in line with the tone of the entire series, because the action moments, they're contrived and unbelievable. With such a heavy layer of character protection, I mean, they couldn't even receive a scratch. And of course, the good guys, they never miss, while the baddies, they're basically stormtroopers with cataracts. There's also a rather large amount of plot conveniences that are inserted just so our characters can move through the story unencumbered by plausibility or challenge. I mean, these happen so frequently that it's hard not to just roll your eyes at them and then continue on, because otherwise there is no way this storytelling can progress in any logical or believable manner. And this goes back again to what I said earlier. If you know what you're in for and can embrace it, the series can work. Otherwise, good grief, don't even frustrate yourself by starting this. Overall, Season 2 of FUBAR is full of absurd situations, implausible setups, immense character protection, never-ending plot conveniences, cheesy one-liners, beautiful movie references, unbelievable action, and ridiculous comedy. The actors fully embrace the schlock, which propels this series from being unimaginable drivel to amusing parody, leaning into everything that makes a spy story excellent and preposterous. There's nothing heady or highbrow about the show, so if you're simply in the mood for dumb fun and goofy characters, give this a go. It's not great, but it is enjoyable. There's a little sex, some nudity, a lot of profanity, and then a bunch of violence. I give Season 2 of FUBAR 3 out of 5 couches. Alright, do you enjoy outrageous parodies or maybe just silly shows? What are some series or movies that you really like to watch? Some spy ones that are go-tos for me are like Spies Like Us, Get Smart, even True Lies. But let me know yours, though, in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a like. Also, don't forget to share and subscribe. I'm Chris. This is Movies and Munchies. Thanks for couching with me.